All right, welcome back, Who Asked Podcast family. How's it going? How's it feeling? I'm sure you guys realized our tall, light-skinned friend is not in the building. He's chasing opportunities, all right? And we are all about opportunities over here, so we're going to respect that. Nicky V, however, the CEO of VSantana Clothing, that guy, Nick Vogan, Edinburgh football player, he's in the building, though, and he's going to hold it down.
Running it back, baby.
He's going to hold it down for us today. So we're going to get it running with Nicky V. All right, episode 15 now.
Crazy to
think about.
5 months doing this is wild. I remember you first started. It's crazy.
I know, but bunch of speed bumps, but we making it happen.
Exactly.
All right,
a lot of obstacles, but making it through. As you can see,
this is a familiar face.
Adjust. You gotta adjust, baby.
You gotta adjust. You guys probably remember him from episode 5. Episode 5.
Yeah, so 10 episodes ago.
The first guest on the Who Asked podcast,
and now
man.
Kind of subbing in for Z right now, tag teaming in.
It was meant to be all three of us, but it is what it is.
Some complications.
I believe in him. He's gonna hold it down. He's third most popular video on the page, I believe.
Yeah.
So hey, Nick be getting it done. So
that's right, baby.
Just to kick things off, guys. We are local to PA. Our watchers, y'all are all local to PA for the most part. But we do have some people out in Jersey, Houston. Shout out to y'all from Surge and Wheeze. Shout out to those guys as well for coming on the pod. We had the eclipse. I know for a lot of y'all, it was probably a partial eclipse. However, we were in like that full eclipse zone. So
what is the name of that?
I think it's total. It's like total coverage or some shit.
I got it. Come on.
There's someone had. There is a word for it, but like it was a big deal. Like people were driving into this area just to watch it, and we're a relatively small town.
Yeah, exactly.
I left work to go to the gym, and so I'm driving. I'm leaving our area wasn't bad, but if you were trying to get into the city,
especially the highways,
the I-79 was
near
locked.
Parking lots.
It was it was locked. It was locked. It was a gridlock of traffic. It was bad. That being said, did you actually watch it? Did you watch?
I personally did, yeah. So
okay, because I know Edinburgh had like a watch party type thing,
and it was crazy because like I don't know if most viewers might not know, Edinburgh University's kind of been on a decline for a minute now. So, like it's low-key a ghost town. Like, you got the student body. Like, you got I'm mostly the football guys. We're pretty deep, so, we roll together. But, dude, it was jumping. It was a good time. Like,
I know Allegheny had one at the football field. Everybody came out like a picnic type deal. It was nice out that day.
We had like food trucks, like snow cones. Like, it was like a field day. Like, it was like
and I just go like
field days.
Yeah.
It was sweet, bro. Like,
dude. Even my boss, he was interested in it. So, like, there's not a lot of us that work there, but we was all in the parking lot for, like, 40 minutes watching the eclipse. It was cool to see. It got corny hearing about it all the time, but when you're in the full zone of that eclipse where it was black. It was coolest. It was dark.
Right now. Nick, what is it right about?
It was dark out, bro. It's like, what? 8:15. It was dark, bro.
It was dark.
And honestly, it was darker than this.
At 3:15.
Yeah.
It was like 8:15.
That shit happened at like 3:10 or something. It was pitch black. I'm telling y'all, like we're not exaggerating. It was dark, which was crazy. It looked cool as hell too.
It was kind of just like trippy because like so like I said, I was with mad people. I was with like a huge group, and we're just sitting there like because like you said, they hyped it up, and you're like, this is kind of like corny.
Because we had a partial a few years ago.
We did.
And I was like, what? Middle school?
It was around there. I think we were younger, maybe elementary school, like end of elementary. Maybe for you, maybe you were in middle school.
I think I was in middle school.
Okay,
I was definitely in middle school. Actually.
I don't remember even watching it. Like I remember hearing about it.
I briefly remember watching it, but I don't even remember what it looked like. Mm-hmm. But like, dude, the full eclipse was crazy.
It was sweet.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was sweet.
Other things in the news. I'm not like terribly tapped in like I used to be to celebrity drama, but this whole K-Dot, Drake, J. Cole, Rick Ross, Metro Boomin, Future, bro, everybody on Drake head,
on top
bro.
Of that, like on top of the drama, like between them, Diddy,
on top of the whole Diddy situation, everything all over the place, bro. Literally, and like even today, as we speak, when we're filming this won't be out till another week, but today, that whole snippet of Drake coming back at everybody came out. I saw that on Twitter.
I heard DJ Academics kind of confirmed it. You never know, but
people are arguing whether or not it's AI or if it's actually Drake. Exactly. I'm gonna assume it's actually Drake because I ain't gonna lie, that shit was
hard. If AI's like they're making that
that's crazy.
That's crazy work, bro. Can't lie. That was hard.
What I am curious about is what you think about J. Cole's apology at the concert. That's where a lot of people are divided, right? Like
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Kendrick, is it kind of entertaining that he dissed them and shook up the game? Yes.
Yeah, true. 100%.
I think him dissing them was corny as hell because they didn't. All they did was compliment him and give him props.
Literally, yeah.
They were like,
he's been kind of a no-show for a minute now.
Literally. So because I saw TikTok and it did a great job of explaining it. It was like he was saying shit from Kendrick. He was pretending to be Kendrick and pretending to be J. Cole. He was like, yeah, I was just saying basically in no order, like we're like the big three. We're like the guys. And he's like, fuck that. It's just me. Y'all suck. And I'm just like, damn, like.
It kind of comes off as like, I don't know how to describe it.
It was kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of fucking rude. Like, damn, like all they did was say, hey, we're the best. We started this shit. Like, we're the big three.
Who's been taking over the game since
nobody was like,
early 2010s?
It's me, J. Cole, and the K-Dot. Nobody put that shit in order. They were just like, it's just us out here for real. And K-Dot was like, the fuck? Like, I'm better than all of you.
And mind you, he hasn't really been snapping since like.
They dropped a statistic. It's like he drops one album every 4 years.
Yeah, like damn, like even the J. Cole bar where he was talking about how like his first shit was classic, the second one was gassed up, and the third one was like his prime.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, he's just been I wouldn't say fall off, but he's kind of just been in the shadows, kind of. You feel me? Like,
I respect J. Cole apologizing.
I do.
And the reason,
I do too.
like, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, he bitch made, blah, blah,
pussy,
blah,
like,
blah.
all that stuff.
Like, here's the thing, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, something as petty and stupid as it is, unless there's something behind the scenes that none of us know in the general public, if it's truly as simple as what they said in For All the Dogs, for what Kendrick said, for something as petty as that, like, that's like, for Jay, I respect him so much to be able to put his pride to the side, not just like on social media, but to do that at a concert in front of thousands and thousands of people, and just basically exactly,
like,
and just say out there, like, and apologize and say, like, if there's a way for us to fix this, if there's a way for us to reconcile, I want to do that. Like, I respect it personally.
I do too. I think it shows his character
a lot. And my only problem with it, because I got friends that aren't friends with me anymore over shit that I think is stupid, and I know it would take a lot of pride for them to reach out to me and say, hey man, like, that was some dumb shit, and like, I think we should talk this out. I would love to talk it out. I would love to do that. Now, I'm not going to reach out to y'all because, like, at the end of the day, y'all parted ways. And, I mean, at the end of the day, that is what it is.
But bygones
but yeah, me, I don't hold nothing against nobody, for real. So, like, I love that he did that. The only problem I have with it is in one of his rap lyrics, he said some shit like, I don't know if you saw it. He said some shit about, like, if he did diss somebody, like, you gonna feel this shit, and it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna walk it back. And he walked it back. So, like, that's my only problem with it. Like,
he kind of contradicted himself. Like, with
stand on that, bruh. Just stand on that. That's my only vice with the whole situation was when he did that, because, like, in my opinion, like, hey, bro, whatever you say, stand on that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to the T, I need you to stand on that, bro. But I guess he didn't, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, I still respect him, saying, okay, you know what, that was probably corny, and you know what, like, we should be over this. So yeah, man, I think that's the best way to put it.
Exactly. But I mean, out of all of them, like, you expect J. Cole, like, he, like, out of, like, Drake and Kendrick will go back and forth
for sure. I mean, if that Drake shit's real.
Like, I think they will really go back. J. Cole's kind of like the peacemaker, you know what I mean? He's never been one to kind of like step on necks, like,
except for a middle child. He went crazy.
That was an exception. That was like, that was snap.
He went crazy in middle child. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
But
he did.
We have to see how that shit unfolds.
A good bit in middle child. Something that I saw this week. Whenever I see something on social media that I actually want to talk about or get someone's thoughts about, I always, like, just write it down, try to get it somewhere so I can remember it. Unfortunately, I just got a new phone, and all the shit that I wrote down for this episode is gone. So I'm off the dome completely here. We don't script anything, but we put shit in there just for us to see and, like, think, okay, this is something I want to talk about. There's a interview on, like, one of those radio podcast shows, and it was a rapper and some female. I don't know what it is. I don't know who she is. They're not big enough for me to, like, remember. Like, it's not like This Was Sexy Red or some shit, basically. And she was like, I left my ex-man because I made more money than him. And
you talking about like at the concert? Like, what are you talking about? Like
this was just a video I saw on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about this whole other scandal.
No. She was, and the dude was like, you left him because he made more money than you? Like, that's not cool. I don't rock with that.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, why? And he was like, woman's supposed to be a helpmate. And she was like, I feel like the man's supposed to be a helpmate. He's like, man's supposed to be the leader. Man's supposed to lead. It's like, you should have helped him. You should have helped him do this, da-da-da. And like basically just broke it down to her. And he's like, I feel like, and this was a crazy shit. Now she got mad defensive when he said this because it's an insult and it's not exactly an insult, but it's something it's an ego check.
Yeah.
And he said, sure. I feel like you want a daddy. And I was like, damn.
That is kind of a shot that
it is, but like at the same time, he's not wrong.
No, yeah.
I feel like that's what a lot of females want. You want a daddy. And I never thought about it like that. That's real shit. Like, you just want a daddy. Like, that's dead ass what it is. You just want to,
like having like a team, like you put in your hat, they put in their hat.
Which,
you know what I'm saying?
Like me and Z have talked about this briefly on the pod. Like the traditional values of a relationship versus modern day feminism.
It's gone, bro. Like it's a lost
it's
art.
Definitely not the same. But like for us, like my personal take on it is like, listen, if you want to be a feminist, you want to be independent, you want to do this, that, the third, I'm all for it, but you will not reap the benefits of a traditional relationship if that is the path you decide to go down. For me, I mean, you want to be independent, you want to be this, you want to be that third, you're not going to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm not gonna fucking pay for your shit. I'm not gonna open the door for you. I'm not gonna do that. Now I'll never do this because I'll never get in a relationship with somebody like that because I want a traditional relationship. I want to take care of my woman. I want to open the door for her. I want to unlock the car door for her. I want to walk on that, the right side of the sidewalk for her. All these things, like that's what was showcased to me for the most part. My mom and dad's relationship is like, it is traditional in senses. She's also a big feminist, and it is different in other senses. But like, for the majority of my young adolescence, it was mostly traditional. She still had a job, but my dad was out of state. She was like taking care of us like the stay-at-home mom for the most part. So that's what was showcased to me, and that's what I want to create with a woman. So like, I just don't like the double standard personally. I don't know how you feel. I know you're locked down out here. Everybody I bring on the pod has a girlfriend, and I'm always the single motherfucker,
because like
bro.
I have a whole.
We gotta remedy this shit, bro.
Like different point. Like me and Z kind of see it the same way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, Z thinks it the same way for the most part. I know he out here fucking. He's very tapped in, bro.
But no, I definitely see what you're saying. Though.
By book definition, I am a feminist, bro. If you look up the book definition of a feminist, I don't think anyone's not a feminist. Like, I looked that shit up because I saw somebody talk about it, and they defined it like, this is the book definition. I'm a feminist, bro. Oh God, I'm a fucking feminist, yeah.
Do you think that they kind of like blow the like definition out of proportion?
Oh, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
I think people have changed what it means to be a feminist. I don't think it's about equality. I think it's about superiority now.
Okay.
I think it's a battle for who's better, and
which it should never be.
Race, ever. Like,
culture,
I'll stand on. I had a brief conversation with a girl another day, a very good friend of mine. I'm not gonna name drop her. Hopefully she comes on the pod at one of these points with some of her friends. We've been talking about that recently, but if that does happen, I'll let y'all know. And we were like basically saying like there was. Damn, how can I have this conversation without getting too federal? We were talking about just like some of the differences between men and women and like hormones, for example. And she was like, girls who get into relationships and like gain a lot of weight and like shit like that. And she was saying like some of the hormones, like you can't help it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so why don't we have that same, I don't want to hear the hormone excuse, because why don't we have that same energy towards men, right? Mm-hmm. We have way more libido and way more testosterone. So if a dude is now granted, keep it a stack, at the end of the day, you are a human, you are capable of self-control, and you are capable of controlling your brain, and that's on you. Now, that being said, if a dude is horny, bro, it's not the same. You got all that testosterone, all that libido.
I seen something that I know what you're talking about.
You wake up morning wood. It's called that for a reason. Mm-hmm. I know all of my fellas have been in the middle of taking a math test and for no reason got one of them shit.
Middle school, like I could just imagine
real
just vivid
shit.
Nightmares of
yes,
just being
bro.
Like, wow,
like out of nowhere. You're not even horny. You're not even thinking about it or nothing. But it just happens, and that's the hormones. And I was like, so where's the respect for that when y'all are like, nah, y'all are pigs, y'all are chauvinists? No, it's literally embedded into
you see it like in nature
DNA.
all the time. Like
Exactly.
you see it in animals, but they're like, oh,
We're
it's just
animals.
animals. But at the end
we're
of the day,
just
like,
really advanced animals. At the end of the day, like we have primal instincts.
True.
So I was like, if we want to play the hormone card, I want to see it both ways. And like, I think that's something that we don't see a lot nowadays. I think it's become more about superiority. Who's better at this? Who's better at that? And I don't think it should ever
never be that.
Right? Like,
I mean, because that just goes back to like like you said, that traditional role was like who really falls like into that, and like
absolutely,
who should do
bro.
what, and like
there are things that women can do that men will never be able to do,
vice versa,
or
bro.
be able to do as well. Like
exactly.
Women, like we said, y'all do produce different hormones from us, hormones we don't release. Like when a woman is intimate with a man, and one of the reasons that women struggle with stringless sex versus men is because when they have sex with somebody, they release a hormone that's the same hormone they get when they give birth to a child and they first see their child. Like that's exactly. So like that's why it's a lot harder for women to have stringless sex. Now, granted, there are some girls that have gotten that shit down to a T, and I guess they don't have that hormone. I guess that shit. I guess that shit ain't running in the family, because I know some girls who are like got that shit down to a T. They got that shit down to a T. They done figured they got a hormone blocker or something like
bro.
that. And I mean, bro. Shout out to girls with like, you ever seen a birth control direction slip and warning slip? Like,
wow,
dude, I'm telling you some crazy shit. Now, granted, some of it is because like it's like reversed in just a different language, but it's crazy long, and that definitely fucks up your body, your hormones.
And it's so crazy you brought that up, bro, because I was just having this. I'm not gonna get too personal, but with my girlfriend, I was talking about that, like. She's personally on it. I know friends who are on it. Like, and we're talking about like, future. Like, would you let your kid be on it? And I'm looking at him like it's just unnatural. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a really tricky topic because
here's my problem. I strap up, right? I strap up. I'm a big believer in strapping up. Always gonna be. I'm a skins man because you're not hitting me with that. I'm allergic to latex, non-latex Jones, just for you, baby girl.
I was just gonna say something like that. What if they like latex? Yeah.
Nah, yep. I've had a couple girls try to pull it on me, and I've been like, non-latex Jones, just for you, baby. You're not getting me today, girl.
Get you today.
I don't need a mini me. It's just me. Sir. That's all. It's just big me, like K-Dot said, right?
It's just big.
So like, I would love to not have to have my daughter on birth control and trust that y'all fellas would strap up.
Yeah, exactly.
But unfortunately,
which is scary though, because like I feel like that's what parents fall into. Because it's like, at least I'd rather not have them on it. But like, do you know the long-term effects of it?
Unfortunately, bro, my man's. I know so many. I think more of my friends don't strap up than they do strap up.
Yeah, which is
so
bad,
I know I
news.
can't exactly. I can't trust some dudes that she's gonna hang with.
And I feel like that's how a lot of these parents are. They're kind of like, like we don't know exactly what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
So they just kind of just like, at least
they're
not gonna be pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to find a way to instill into her, like even if I got to get her to carry condoms or something, just like.
I just think like
at the end of the day, like I don't care. Listen, I don't care. Like to a certain degree, I understand you're a teenager and you're a girl. Like shit gonna happen.
Hormones are gonna fly.
It is.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but like. That motherfucker stays wrapped. All right, you hear me? Like, listen, like, I swear to God, I'm not like, bro, I don't want a kid, like, I don't want a kid in my life now. I don't want a kid in my kid's life when I'm trying to chill, relax back. Yeah. My kid's finally a teenager.
Be a granddaddy at 30.
Exactly, not happening. I know a bunch of friends that it has happened to, and like, I know they love their kids with their heart and their soul,
exactly.
But like I think it's also safe to say they would be in a better position right now if they didn't have that kid.
And I think they know that too.
Absolutely.
I think of course they love their kid, and
absolutely, and I respect that so much.
I kind of respect a lot because like I've seen it actually.
I've seen girls go to crazy lengths too, right?
Oh yeah, they're really passionate about it too. That's just very respectable for how young they are. Like think about they're our age, a year maybe or two older, even younger. Like it's really
all the time, bro. I know a few, and so I respect it. Especially, and I feel so bad for some of the girls that like it happens to. Like it's not our place to judge anybody else's relationship, but I think we can all agree that we've seen relationships where we knew it wasn't healthy, it's not gonna work.
It's not the greatest,
so like when they get pregnant, we're like, that poor fucking kid. Just like he's not either. Y'all are not sticking around
and
together.
That's where that ties all the way back to the traditional stuff, bro.
Exactly,
it all comes to this. Like, and I think our
generation
generation's not doing a great job. I mean, you can like for like past generations as well, like the father not being in the home. Like
Absolutely.
You see that everywhere,
terrible.
and it's kind of like
all the time.
And that
our fellow host Z, that's a situation for him. That's a situation for a lot of my friends.
I mean, like I firsthand, you know.
Yeah,
same with me.
I'm blessed enough to say that I have both parents in my life. They both love each other. My father was absent from my life not because he didn't want to be there, because he had to work, make that money, and keep a roof.
You knew that deep down.
I knew that. I always had a very good grasp and understanding that, hey, Dad's got to keep this roof over my head. Dad's got to keep food in my belly
thing, you know what I mean?
and clothes on my back. So I never resented him or anything for that, because I know to this day he still does a lot for me. And like this shit ain't possible without him. Nothing I do is possible without him. So like I can say, like, shout out to a lot of these guys that found a way to do it without a dad, because I couldn't have. So I think that's some real shit, man. And like I feel bad for a lot of the kids that come into the world that like with parents that we know as friends, and it's like, y'all are just not gonna you're not gonna be able to give this baby, you're not gonna be able to take care of it effectively or take care of yourself effectively, one or the other, because this was not a situation that you were prepared to be in right now.
Sure.
And I think a lot of them know that deep down. I know girls who were doing very well in a certain line of work, and they had a baby, and now they're working in something that like very below what they were doing at first. So I definitely don't want that for my daughter. I don't want that for myself for sure, which is why I'm strapped up out here, you know, like doing like pulling out, and I'm strapped up.
So does that fall on so in your opinion, does that fall on the guy or
That's
the
a
girl?
great question.
You know what I mean?
Like who's at fault per se?
Like who's at fault necessarily? Because it's like, oh, well, like he's not strapped up, but she's not on birth control. You know what I mean? Like I obviously lean towards more the guy.
Question,
you know what I mean? But they both hopefully agree on the fact of doing it without protection. Like, do you think that falls on both of them, or is that
good?
Like
I've never thought about that. That's a really good question. At the end of the day, I want to say,
because I say personally, I'm just gonna take it on the chin and say me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't put her through that. Like, you know, she has to do the childbirth. I'm just take that on the chin. Like, hey, it's on me.
Here's what I believe. This is something my dad instilled in me, and I thank him so much for it. Find a way. You will be an amazing person if you find a way to hold yourself accountable for everything, even if it's not your fault. He told me a story once. I did some stupid shit, and he told me a story. And he said, "Listen, like I was at work. One of the apprentices was supposed to load up the truck, make sure everything was secured and nothing would fall out. He didn't do that. It's my truck. I drove the truck. An expensive tool fell out of the truck, and gone, poof, company's out of money. I couldn't find the thing. Now, instead of blaming the apprentice, saying the apprentice didn't secure this, didn't do this, he took it on the chin, and he said, this is my fault. So I think both parties should blame themselves 100%. They should, each one of them should be saying it's completely my fault, and the girl should also be saying it's completely my fault. Because at the end of the day, both of you could have said, no, we don't have protection. Both of y'all had the equal. Now, obviously, we can get into the fact that obviously there are some interchanging parts with like sexual assault and things of that nature. But like at the end of the day, if y'all are both consenting adults, and neither one of you says, hey, you know what, this is probably a bad idea, we should have protection of some way, shape, or form, y'all should both be taking responsibility equally as much. But like, I mean, then again, that's where you get into stuff where, you know, abortion is obviously an option. Then again, like, that's also controversial. Not
that's
everybody.
That's what I'm not really going to touch on that.
Yeah, that's very, very up in the air. But like, at the end of the day, you should strap up, guys.
Just be safe.
Just please strap up, boys. Come on, man.
End of story. Make a long story short, just be safe.
Yeah, just be safe, man.
Make
good decisions.
My science teacher always would tell me I'd always be in trouble getting attention to my friends. She's like, I have one rule in my class: just don't be dumb. I'd be like, that's dumb. Like, but then you think about it, you're like, just everything you think that's gonna go bad is just don't be dumb, don't be stupid.
Yeah, like we said on the previous podcast, like the most cliche sayings
be hidden.
ring the most truth, bro. Like,
don't be
we
dumb.
shake them off because we've heard them so many
many
times,
times,
and
yeah.
it's so corny to us at that point. But they're all the truest ones.
Exactly.
Like Nick could tell you, bro. I got the quotes on deck, bro.
He
At
does.
all
this dude
times,
is a
bro.
Shakespeare of motivational quotes.
Bro, in my brain.
Do I know why?
Some of
No.
them just come off the dome. Like, I'm not gonna.
You might as well start writing them down and take credit for them.
Sometimes they come straight off the dome. Sometimes I see them places like. But I'm telling you for sure, bro. Some of them just come straight off the dome, dude. I was
Just drop
texting,
'em.
and I drop. Sometimes I do them on purpose. Like I was texting Z, and we were gonna go to a party, but it was like an hour and a half away, and Z didn't want to go no more. But so it's just gonna be me and like 2 other guys, and Z's like, "Yeah, I don't want to go no more. Would you still drive them?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm trying to convince him.
So
to
they're not
come.
like you're your boys, but you're not like them boys. These boys.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
But I was trying to convince him to come anyways, and I was like, I said, bro, like,
I just know it's so funny.
I said, bro, like, I accepted after a while of trying to convince him it wasn't working. He's like, bro, it's gonna be more parties in the summer. I don't care. I'm not trying to go. So I chalked it up and I said, this is my hammer. I said, all right, bro, just know, Z, the past is in your head, but the future is in your hands, bro. Bro, for no reason.
What do you say? What do you say
bro,
back to
that's
that?
what I'm saying, bro. I think he said, bro, what the fuck? Like,
That's some
dead
Z
ass,
shit. Like,
bro.
what do you say to that?
Like, I think I couldn't remember where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere. I was like, that shit hard, bro. So I'd been wanting to use it, and I finally saw my opportunity.
See, but so funny because it's a way
Bro.
back conversation.
Yes,
you just dropped
bro.
some knowledge.
I
He's
dropped
probably
some
sitting in
shit.
his bed like,
Yeah,
bro, what is bro
dead
on?
ass,
Bro,
bro.
like,
I hit him. I said, bro, the past is in your head, but the future's in your hands, my boy. Like, stop playing with me. He was like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I would have said the same. Like, bro, what are you on?
yeah, like real
Like
shit.
you David Goggins, bro. Like, get
Yeah,
on my face
real
with that.
shit, bro. I was cracking up. Speaking of David Goggins, this is not exactly speaking of David Goggins. UFC 300 tonight.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're going to give our picks right now. I'm going to try to short clip this. When shit comes out, these are going to be our predictions. And I'll try to make this into a short clip. Let's run through like 3 of the fights right now. So Alex Pereira and Jamal Hill. Who you got? Give me Pereira.
You got him.
I got Pereira. Who you got?
I don't know. I feel like do you think it's? I don't even know for real. Like
I love Alex's name. I love saying Pereira.
Pereira.
Pereira. It's like people say it might actually be Pereira, but I think pronounced in like his language,
tongue, yeah.
His native tongue, it's Pereira. Yeah, bro. Who do you got? Come on, bro. We're gonna.
I
bring
got
him on.
you, bro. I'm
You're
going with you.
You're
man.
gonna roll with Alex.
I mean,
all
just
right,
off
we
the
both
name
got
alone.
Alex. All right.
He
Well,
is
it's
tough.
Charles Oliveira. I forget who he's fighting. I'm gonna take Charles just because
Oliveira, yeah.
I believe in Charles.
I don't even know who he's fighting either. I just know he's.
I don't know his name. I forget it. But he's not like a terribly
I didn't
like
even check
big
the fight
name.
card. I can't even lie to you.
I'm
I
thinking
forgot it was
it's a solid card.
solid
It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's all right. Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje.
Max Holloway, bro.
I want Max to win.
He is on the
But
tail,
my
kind of.
my heart is like my heart
I'm a
wants
big
him
Max
to win,
Holloway guy, though.
but my brain is telling me Gaethje's gonna win.
You think?
Just because Max is such a great boxer, his accuracy, it's beautiful. I love his striking, but Gaethje is just so gritty and fucking tough, bro. Like
Fair enough.
he's that's the problem. Like the accuracy, like if Holloway can get him on the chin and put his lights out like that in a clean fashion.
But you think if
I
it
think
goes
he'll-
past
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple like rounds, it's over.
If Gaethje makes that fight ugly, he's gonna win. He wins ugly fights. That's
Yeah.
what he does. He fights ugly and he wins ugly. Like Max it's pretty, it's beautiful in a clean
You gotta
game of
love it, bro. It's
striking.
mad.
Yes, I
Artwork.
love it. It's beautiful. Gaethje's not gonna let you fight him beautiful. So if you try to fight a pretty fight and Gaethje is able to make it dirty, which he probably will be able to do, I'm gonna take Gaethje.
Fair enough.
So
I got Max, man.
All right.
money on Max.
Yeah, I wouldn't put money on
we got
Max.
two-
I would
two the
put money.
same, and I got- we're
I would
part-
put
we're parting
if
ways with Holloway.
I want Holloway to win, but if you said, hey, here's the parlay, I'd put my money on Gaethje, unfortunately. But you know,
I respect the.
I'm
I
very
respect the vision.
objective.
I
I'm
respect
very
the vision.
I'm very objective with my sports,
At
bruh.
the same time, when Tank fought Garcia,
Oh, I had money on Tank.
bro, I was trying to be different and go Garcia. Like,
Were you
oh,
really?
like, he's
I
so
knew a couple
fast.
people were.
Bro, and Tank really. I was watching that. Like,
Motherfuckers
I'm looking
was
at my
playing
parlay.
him, bro.
Like, bro, what am I thinking?
Motherfuckers was
Gervonta
playing
Davis,
Gervonta, bro. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
low-key was. I was
Motherfuckers
sleeping.
was really trying to play Gervonta. I was
Last
like,
time
bro.
I slept on someone I thought I was gonna win.
Yeah, I was like, bro, he's
just
cooked,
embarrassed
bro.
him.
He's cooked, bro. I was like, bro, y'all need to stop playing my man.
He's fighting soon, too.
Yep, he is. And so is Garcia. Garcia's fighting Devin Haney, I believe. Speak of the devil. That's a beautiful transition.
That was a great transition. I didn't even think of it like that.
I didn't either. But once I said the name, I was like, damn, there it is. Your boy here. All right, shouts to my man. I don't know how he swung it, but he's going to tell us how he swung it. We're going to get this. Is this the first time it's been told publicly?
Publicly, yeah.
Exclusive.
I told a couple of the guys because I was freaking out.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Like anytime some crazy shit happens, I gotta tell a couple of the guys, right? My boy here, all right, got Devin Haney posted the brand page on his story, post that shit, said go fuck with it, everything, the whole nine, bro.
5 days, April 20th,
bro. Yes, bro.
It is the 13th right now, so we got.
Which is
7 days.
Crazy. Devin Haney is a household name. That's not we've had some like big
2.7 mil on the gram.
We've had like some big guys on the pod like Weez and Mags, but those are big in their circle.
In their own
circle. Yes.
Industry, yeah.
This is a guy who's big.
Worldwide, yeah.
He's big no matter what, no matter how you spin it. Right? I'm not even that into I don't enjoy boxing. I enjoy the UFC. I don't really enjoy boxing, but I know who fucking Devin Haney
guy
is.
too, but I know Devin Haney.
I know who Devin Haney is.
Money Mayweather, baby.
Exactly. I know who Devin Haney is, you know what I'm saying? I know a few, and he's one of the few. So why don't you go ahead and give us this little exclusive.
I'll take the stage, yeah, for sure.
All right, take that stage, man. Bright lights.
I'm gonna give it from my POV first, and then I'm gonna say how all the story intertwines. I think it's more entertaining and more fascinating.
Hey, man, go for it.
Like I said, I'm on he introduced earlier. I'm on the Embro football team, and we have spring ball currently, so it's actually our last week. We're going down to Fairmont State in West Virginia to whip some ass, you know what I mean?
There you go, yo.
Get busy. But, so this was like about, was it 2 weeks ago?
I think so. It might have been 3 weeks ago.
Around there. I know it wasn't later than that. So, like I said, I'm coming out of practice around, I think 6 o'clock, and I'm going to the dining hall. And I kid you not, bro, I just open my phone, and I go on the VSantana IG, man, and it's like, I see real Devin Haney wants to send you a message, and I'm like, oh, Devin Haney, like I didn't follow Devin Haney on the gram. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and cap
I'm a big Devin Haney fan, blah blah. I don't follow Devin either.
I know Devin Haney. I've watched him fight. I know he's trained with Floyd.
Yeah.
But I personally don't follow him like that.
Him,
I see him in rap bars. Like Will Yachty's I've been beating up the sack. I'm Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Like I know Devin Haney.
Like we know him.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know his IG handle. So I'm like, is this the real Devin Haney? I see the IG. I mean, I see the verified check. So I click it.
Check mark,
and he literally says, he goes, I forgot exactly. He goes, yo, let's get. He's like, let's get work done. So, and he goes, it was Dash from Trill. So come to find out, Trill's his like manager.
Yeah, a lot of those dudes don't even like.
They don't.
Don't. Yeah. Not to like derail you a little bit. I had a similar interaction with Noel Dazel. He's really big in the fitness industry. Like
they don't even
really
touch
big.
The gram.
I think he's got a few million. I think actually, and even like I noticed with him. Me and him messaged a good bit, but I went to the meet and greet, and he was responding to me, but I could see him, and I could see he wasn't on his phone.
Exactly.
So but he had a guy, and he walked over, and he's got like the phone in his hand. He's like, "Yo, are you Troy?" Blah blah. So a lot of those guys don't even run their Instagrams.
They don't run their IGs. Like I don't know if you remember the viral clip. It's going a little off topic, but are you familiar with like basketball?
LaMelo clip where he's like, I don't run it. Yeah, he does run it, which is funny because he was like, I run it.
But they definitely have people that kind of keep them on the straight and narrow, for business inquiries.
Absolutely.
So this made sense. So he goes from Trill. So like, mind you, like this is from my POV so far. I have no idea why Devin Haney is texting me or his manager Trill. Shout out Trill, he's a cool dude. And so I have no idea why he's texting me. So I go. Of course, I'm just like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what's the word? Let's get you in some gear. So that next morning goes by, he hit me back. I wake up in the morning, he goes, yo, let's do some promo. So I'm like, okay, I've never done real promotion with
what do you like?
Especially like I'm going from like people in Erie, like my boy, like shout out Cuz, D-Lo, Katie Scott. Like I'm doing promo with friends that have a bigger platform.
You know these people.
But I'm going from like
Devin fucking Haney, bro.
Like friends to like B-list celebrity damn near. You know what I mean?
Might be pushing A. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know what you consider him. I don't want to disrespect him.
He's up there, bro.
He's up there. Like I don't know. He's relatively newer though.
I feel like if you're a dude and you're in sports at all, you know who Devin Haney is,
exactly.
Right?
Especially with
I'm
all
sure
this
there are
stuff.
a bunch of girls like if you said, "Oh, Devin Haney," she probably wouldn't know who it was because they are not as tapped in.
My girlfriend didn't know like But if they know Floyd Mayweather, I'm like, yo, he's featuring Floyd Mayweather, then they know Floyd Mayweather.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like
he's got to be pushing
enough to get to that kind of level.
I
don't know about topping Floyd, but getting that,
getting up there, bro.
36 knockouts.
No, he's up there, bro.
He's up there. He's up there for sure.
That's a guy for sure. So
yeah. So back to what I was saying. So I'm like promo with Devin Haney. Like, what do I do? What do I? Obviously, I know if he wants to get my stuff out there, like I'm probably gonna have to pay a little fee. I'm like, so I hit my manager DJ. Shout out DJ. He's in the service. He's actually over in Africa. And so the times are different. So I hit him up at 9. It's probably like, I don't know exactly. Don't quote me. It's probably like 6, 7-ish over there. Like in the afternoon. It's the very next day. Damn near
drastically different.
Yeah, it's pretty different. So he's like, oh my God, can you call me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. He goes, bro, I can't believe this. I'm like, what's the word? Like, what's up? And he's just like, bro, Devin Haney made a post like 2 days ago about how he wants to support like smaller clothing brands and all this. Promo.
Shit.
Yeah. So he mentions me in that. And he was like, yo, I have VSantana Co. But people were kind of like, he said people were kind of trolling in the comments, like adding like Skechers and Nike, collab with these brands. So he deleted it, or he deleted it just because like he wanted to like he obviously is getting flooded by a lot of people. He kind of wrote down.
He probably wrote down like a few,
and it was let's help these guys. I checked if the page is legit, and then kind of.
Damn, I wish I got the Who Asked podcast in there.
Yeah, exactly. We could have threw it in there.
Yeah.
And so I had nothing to do with it, and that's why a lot of people ask me. Like I posted on my social media, which I'll explain later, and people are kind of like, "Well, how did this happen?" I'm like,
I texted him.
It fell in my
he gave
hand.
a very brief. He just said, "Honestly, bro, luck," and I respected it enough not to dive
I'm not
any
gonna
deeper
sit here and
because,
be like, yo, you guys,
I don't. Like I got the pluck.
Genius.
I'm a marketing
marketing
fucking
guy.
genius. I pulled that shit. Me and Devin been friends since a sandbox, like some crazy shit. But he just said luck, and I was.
I'm like,
and
luck,
I've done enough shit where I've gotten lucky for me to just like that, like the Noel thing. It's like sometimes, bro. That's literally what it is luck.
It's just luck.
Dead ass. So I just accepted the answer, and I was like, no, I'd love to hear the nitty gritty, but that's probably the best way to describe it is just some luck, bro.
And it's honestly God's plan. So it was just really crazy to fall in my lap like that. So
bro.
Yeah, so I text him. He's just like, yeah, bro, I just mentioned you in the comment, and I never thought nothing of it. And then he hits you up, and I'm just like, well, shit. Now do we do promotion with Devin Haney? Like, what do we do here? So I hit him back. I'm like, for sure, man. Like I'm a small clothing brand from a small city. Like,
do you do a promotion?
Yeah,
hell yeah, we do a promotion with Devin Haney.
So I'm like, he's like, yeah, go right ahead, of course. And like, I'm just like, yo, I'm a small brand from a smaller city, trying to get my name out there. Like, what can we do? And he was just talking about like how like he was like, well, what's like he was like. Keep it a stack. He's like, what's the budget? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you guys got to work? Because obviously, 2.7 to 2.8 million followers. Mind you, he's about to fight Ryan Garcia, who right now is still in some controversy with the stuff he's been talking about. I don't want to get into that. It's all kind of like some crazy
shit.
And I'm not saying it's false. I just don't even want to believe it. It's how creepy and stuff that stuff is. Like,
that's nothing we need to worry about.
That's a topic I don't feel like dealing with, especially on camera. But he's in the limelight right now with 2.7 million followers. So like, I'm like, budget. I'm telling him like, hey, I'm a student athlete. Like I do this.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like funds they're not lacking. I can't sit here and lie to you guys, but they're not up. Like I'm not working right now. Like I'm not able to make like kind of. I still have a little bit of the collection left, but I'm out of larges, small, like mediums. Like I don't have too much revenue coming in because I'm waiting for this next collection, which we'll get into later. After this story about collection 3 and where the clothing brand might go. And so. Yeah, basically, he was like, "What's your fund?" And I'm like, "Here, I'll hit my manager. I'll hit DJ back and be like, ask
see
him
if he has any like revenue."
And DJ's obviously getting money from the service, and he has some money to spend. And he was just like, "Well," he's like, "I'll do a 24-hour story post for you." I'm like, "Bet, sounds good." Like, give me the price. Gave me the price. It was a couple hundred, can't lie. And I hit DJ.
I paid $200 for some shit.
It's honestly like I told some of my closer friends the real number.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shout out to you for keeping it a band. I would not have put that number out there. Bro. Shout out for you to keep being that transparent, bro.
I think people really think that folks do this shit for free though. Like,
oh nah.
Like I don't want people really thinking like this promotion stuff is like.
I've gotten some free opportunities. But like they were also through connections that I have.
Exactly.
That I was able to.
That's what I'm kind of saying.
This is like this wasn't like no connection, no type of pre.
And I hit DJ because at first hit me. I'm like, yo, like that's kind of
I ain't got that.
It's enough money to like you don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
which I talked
that's
about
gonna
earlier,
hurt.
like in the
It's gonna
last
hurt your
pod about me
pockets.
getting scammed.
Scammed, yeah.
So like it was.
We even talked about buying the mics. Like that shit hurt my pockets.
It hurts, and you don't want it to go south. So
Yeah.
I text DJ, and he goes, "Yo, like." That's cool. Like I can do that. I'm like, what do you mean you can do this? He's like, I'll pay for it. He's like, I'll pay for that. And I'm just sitting here like, you sure? Like, you straight? I'm like, I'm looking here like,
yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna keep it stacked, bro. I ain't got that. You know what I'm saying?
Like I got it to throw down, but it's gonna do
it's
some
gonna hurt
damage.
me. It's gonna do like it's gonna set me back.
Because I don't use much money from the brand to do. Like I don't go out.
You keep that separate.
Yeah, I don't go out and buy some new retros or go out and spend my money. I spend my work money and some stuff I saved up for like obviously Christmas, like stuff like that.
That shit
and
separate.
I don't use my money, but I was gonna have to use that money for this because that's for the brand. I'm not gonna use my money that I'm feeding myself with in college for that.
It ain't hard out here with them ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly, ramen noodles and whatnot.
Ramen noodles and whatnot.
So my boy, shout out DJ. I hope he'll be watching this. He hooked me up.
Hooked him up.
Hit him up.
Real.
You know, got the transaction, and bro, kid you not, like a day later.
There it was.
Devin Haney's mentioned you in the story. Like,
I thought that shit was
Graham's
fake.
going wild. I'm checking the Shopify.
Thought that shit was
folks
fake.
From like, and mind you, like it was.
Did that help? Did you get a lot of orders or just like traction on eyes?
Okay, so like I said, it kind of happened. Like when I say I got really lucky, it's a blessing. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and try to like dumb it down. Like it's awesome that it happened, but it came out of not a great time.
Oh yeah,
because like the sweatshirts are from fall.
A lot of shit are
from
sold
fall.
out.
I'm out of a lot of sizes.
Yeah,
and it's pushing towards spring. So I did get a couple sales, and they were from places that I would never expect. Because I'm obviously big in my hometown. I'm big in Erie. I'm big in Pittsburgh, or not. I wouldn't say big. I mean, don't get me ahead of myself.
You're there.
I have like on Shopify it shows you like how many people viewed it from there.
You're there.
Like I got people in Buff. I got a decent like kind of people.
You got a pretty good. You got a pretty good
more
spacing,
Eastern Coast.
bro.
But I'm talking like Dallas.
That's fire, bro. That's fire.
Like Dallas, who almost am I blanking on? I mean, I know I've seen Florida on there, but that was I had an order from Florida before, but I'm drawing a blank. But states that I would have never really
expected it to come from
with my marketing scheme before the touch, and it was just kind of crazy. And like obviously posted on my Snapchat. And it wasn't really to boast. It was kind of really just get people to more like eyes on the brand. Like I'm not one to really out here flexing,
but like that's something you gotta take advantage of.
Exactly, you gotta take advantage of marketing scheme. And like I'm always when I'm telling the story, it's just interesting. Like
me and Z, I called him. We were talking about something else, but I brought it up to him on the call, and I was just like, bro, did you see Nick got fucking Devin Haney to repost that shit? And he was like, yeah. And like we were talking about, I was like, I mean, how much do you think it helped him like in reality, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I feel like it may not have gotten him a lot of sales, like just a lot of eyes. And I was like,
it got me some followers. Like obviously, like
but what I said to him, the way I broke it down was like, the thing he did though is he created a bomb, right?
Exactly.
Like so here's
I'm gonna touch on that.
Here's the thing, bro. Like so for a perfect way to explain it is like. With shout out D-Lo, another guy that wears it, who's also pretty big, you know, out there balling in OTE, right? He's a part of the brand. You're hoping that at some point he's gonna get flicked up wearing that shit, which
and if y'all don't know,
and that happened
D-Lo
long term.
Got flicked up
exactly. That's a bomb that happened. So let's say it's the exact same thing there, bro. Another celebrity sees, let's say, what if, I don't know if he did, but like, let's say Devin actually bought one of those hoodies and is wearing that somewhere. All it takes is one guy to see that, whether it's a fan, another celebrity that he's friends with, and they ask who that hoodie is. Maybe he gets one and posts it. That's just a bomb, bro. And
it's a connection.
Whether or not that bomb goes off here, now, later, it's still a bomb.
It's still gonna stay there.
It's gonna go off at some point. So like I told him, I was just like, it doesn't matter if he got 0 sales from that shit. You got a bomb, and that shit is gonna go off at some point. And it's gonna be big for him at some point anyways, no matter what.
And so, like, just to top up on that, like the end of the story, kind of the conclusion part.
Oh my bad, I didn't know you had more. My bad, gang.
No, straight. It literally, it's so funny. I swear, Troy's a pro at this now. You go right into the point without me even having to say it. You just kind of just push me right into it. So with that connection, like I said, I was in contact with his manager. I think I said Trill, but I'm not gonna state his real name and stuff. That's not my business.
That's federal.
And so he's like, yo, hit this person up. Like, this is my manager guy. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to sit here and cap and be like, oh, Devin Haney was going back and forth with me, or it was his manager.
Yeah.
But
it's hard. You can't even tell.
You can't even tell. You really can't, because like, the first time
the manager will speak like they are the person.
Exactly, because obviously Devin has given them permission to be him.
Yeah,
like,
basically. That's why it's so difficult.
Yeah, so I got in contact with his like promotion guy or whatever, and he hit me right after we did it and was like, yo, like if you want any more like business, like let me know. And like this guy is obviously Devin Haney's followed by, you can name probably a celebrity in there, but the manager guy is G Herbo, I swear, Vizzo, Tusi.
So that's
like that's the guy I'm really gonna be working
if you're
with.
If you're linked in
mean?
with him, that's even bigger, because that now like,
and I have
managers
his number.
don't just manage one person. They manage
don't,
that's like a whole career. Mm-hmm. Some people literally like agents.
Yeah, agents
like have a roster of like
superstars.
Especially in sports, they just got like a roster.
Yeah, I just saw a guy who had CJ Stroud. He had
he's
Justin
got
Fields.
Tom Brady's manager handles like a bunch of people, dude.
I mean, they can,
and that's how a lot of them get in contact with each other. Like,
so that's something that's huge for me. Like that gave me more motivation, because like
that's big.
Kind of going to our little next point.
Nice nudge
about
right there.
The next collection.
Yeah,
collection 3, man, which is crazy to think about. Collection 3, and I got a collection 1 piece on. We'll move different.
We'll move different, boy. I wasn't around for that one, unfortunately.
Z was.
Shout out Z. Z does have it. Z wears that shit all the time too. I have
shout out Z. Shout out anybody
in that, bro. This motherfucker, every time he slides to a party, he has the merch on. I love it, bro.
I try. I always try. And I just want to give a little quick shout out to anybody who has bought from me, whether they like it or whether they just want to support me.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate you.
Bro.
I try to say it as much as I can. I try to hit people up. Like I try not to be quote unquote Hollywood, which I'm not even that big enough to say. I just want people just use that term a lot.
People use that term.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm big at all.
To me and Z sometimes too, bro. But like we're super
appreciative,
cool.
Yeah. And for this as well, like people who tune in, bro. I really appreciate you guys 100%.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so glad that this just sparked a memory in my brain. Last night, me and Z were at a function, and a dude said, it wasn't a yardie, but it was a little function. And this dude was like, you're going to find this hilarious because it involves you. And this dude was like, yo, I fuck with the pod. I was just telling Z, because I just joined the conversation. He was already talking to Z.
Yeah, you joined.
And he was like, I was just telling him, like, I really fuck with the pod. He was like, I found it from a guy. Now, bro, if you come up to me and you say you fuck with the pod, the first question that I'm going to ask you is, are you subscribed? And if you ain't subscribed, you ain't fucking with the pod. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. So subscribe right now. Do not come up to me if you are not subscribed. I don't want to hear none of that.
You want to call that window shopping?
Real shit, bro.
Not podcast.
Real shit. I'm going to call you on it. And I got like you should get one of these actually. They're like, bro, it's like a little rubber bracelet, just all black, just looks simple as hell. Yeah. People put their phone on it and it instantly takes, it's called a dot, and it takes you can put anything. That could be like your number or like a bunch of websites.
I know what
it takes you straight to the Pooh Ass Podcast link tree, and I'm gonna see if you subscribe. I'm gonna put you on that pressure, bro. So don't.
You might as well do it now. If you're watching, you're not subscribed.
If you're watching and you want to come up to me or Z, because Z has one too.
Oh, y'all both strapped. I need to get one. What's the word?
Have one, bro. They're cheap too. It's like $20, bro.
Say less.
Yeah, it's literally like having a business card on your wrist.
After we're done, let's go.
Yeah, and it's just like simple little black band. Like it's so simple it can match anything. But anyways, bro, like
back to what you're saying.
Yeah, he was like, he said, yeah, bro, like I found it from one of my boys, Santiago. I said, no, I actually know a guy with the last name Santiago.
I do too. I got my best friend actually, so that's funny. So
he was like, he was trying to remember the shit, and I'm trying to remember the dude who I know whose name's Santiago. And he's like, yeah, he got a brand. His name Nick. I'm like,
Santiago.
You talking about VSantana?
Mind you, he did not tell me this.
No, bro, I have not told him this yet. I forgot all about this. And he said, I said, bro, you talking about fucking VSantana? And he said, yeah.
I never heard that one before.
Yes, bro, I swear to God.
I haven't heard that.
I was like,
funny.
Bro, it's Nick Vogan, bro. Like, he was one of the guests on the pod. I was like, are you? And of course, I asked him, like, are you subscribed, though? And he was like,
was he honest?
Nope. He was honest. He said he wasn't. He was like,
fair enough.
No, I only watched like the first couple episodes. I just started getting into it. I was like, bro, it takes 2 seconds to subscribe, bro.
You gotta tell me his name after, because I'm interested.
Bro, I don't know his name. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I've never seen him before. I didn't really recognize him. No, he's. I think he's from around Edinburgh or Erie or some shit. I don't know, but like, he. Now, granted, to his credit, bro, shout out to him right now.
Hope he's watching.
Because yeah, listen,
hit me up. Who are you? I don't know.
Real shit, bro. He is our 150th subscriber.
Sweet.
We was at 149. I told him, bro, you will be our 150th. I want to see it right now. Subscribe. You will be the 150th subscriber. And he was.
Awesome. So shout out to all 150.
Facts.
Actually, 149 because I'm subscribed on my account.
Damn. All right. Bro, but like real shit, like if you come up to me, bro, I'm gonna call you out. Like you better be subbed. Like don't come over.
Don't
to
be
me.
showing fake love.
Don't be showing fake. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it.
You really could catch folks. You could really.
Oh, all the times, bro. I was like, all right, let's see it.
And
me and Z were at a function, and a girl came up to us and said, I love the podcast. Like, what'd you do? Yeah. Give me your phone. Put that shit on her, bro. It's me and Z were sitting there. He was like, show us right now. She was subbed. Shout out to her.
Really?
She was subbed. Awesome. Shout out to her, bro. She's holding it down out there.
It's a big dub.
Yeah, like, bro, the podcast is my baby, bro. Mm-hmm. This is me and Z's baby that we created.
It's can't believe it's already 5 months old. It's like literally a kid.
This is our baby, bro.
It's kind of crazy how
we love this. This is our baby. So like it means so much to me, and like so like I value it so much. And like if you like keep it a stack. Like if you don't fuck with the pod, like I ain't gonna get too federal. I ain't gonna put nobody business out there because that's not right for me. Mm-hmm. But like I was talking to a girl at one point, and like she just basically told me straight up. She was like I don't believe in the podcast.
I do remember this.
Yeah, she was like, straight up, she was just like, I think it's a waste of time, and I don't think it's gonna get you anywhere. Like, people don't really do this for a living, and I was just like,
so false.
It is, so and I was just telling her, I was like, bro, there are literally people that make a living doing this, and I told her this is the outlook. I said, listen, real shit. Like, I understand that what I am doing is not guaranteed. I understand. I may never see a dime from this. Yeah. I may never blow up. I understand that. And that's why I do so much other things. I powerlift. I do videography briefly, and I have a career, a good old reliable that I do, and I work on every day as well. And I understand that this may not be something I do for a living, but also I'm going to push it like it is.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I understand that it may not, but I'm still going to treat it like it will be, and I'm going to push it like it is. So I told her straight up, like, listen, I can't be with somebody. I can't put somebody in the position of my life like that. Your partner, that's the most intimate position that you have to offer somebody. Yeah. So I told her, I was like, I can't have you in that position if you don't believe in me. Because if you don't believe in the podcast is a part of me.
Because it's different. It's different from like, not to cut you off, but it's different from like being skeptical. Because like I think I talked about in the first, like my mom, my girlfriend will be skeptical because you're throwing money. But when but once you like, and this
I'm skeptical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm skeptical, bro.
Everyone gets nervous once in a while and gets doesn't believe in themselves sometimes. Yeah. But like not to sit over and like, what do they say, glaze, like the glaze
and shit.
But this is professional, you know what I mean?
This is very like, bro,
you really do try.
Take steps towards new stuff all the time.
Exactly.
Shout out. Damn, I don't know if I should. Listen, bro. Shout out, bro. Damn. Listen, y'all, we make this shit real professional. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna put it out there, bro. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm not gonna put it out there because I want Z to be here when we do. Mm-hmm. We are partnering with somebody who's gonna take care. He's gonna completely take a load off of us, and he's gonna.
There it is. I knew it was coming eventually,
bro. He's gonna, dude. I think that's the longest. That might be the longest
what are we,
time.
40 minutes, 50 minutes?
No, we're like 50 minutes. That's the longest I think an episode has.
Z, I wish you were here.
Gone,
it's not the same without you.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not, bro. It's
so much funnier.
Oh my god,
because you just start geeking in the corner.
Bro. But we got a guy partnering with us, and he's gonna take care of contracts with guests, things of that nature. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna stand on business. All you motherfuckers that keep backing out, ghosting us,
they've been ghosting,
dipping on us when we need you to pull up, and you don't. Right, you're not gonna be able to do that no more because we're gonna get that shit in writing. And shout out to my boy,
John,
all right, who really put that shit together and has done a fantastic job and believes in me and Z and is taking care of us and is going to help partner with us and make sure that happens. All right, he's gonna be a big part of this, and I mean, he believes in us just as much as we can believe in ourselves. I'm not gonna put the name out there yet because I want Z to be a part of that because Z deserves to be a part of that, right? But we are making like this shit is official. I mean, like. I told Z from the jump, yes, bro. I told Z from the jump, I was like, listen, this is not going to be some no offense, I know some guys that have podcasts,
that are kind of
local,
like it's a hobby, you know what
or
I mean?
like farther away. Not even just that it's a hobby, but like you're sitting at your desk with a webcam in Discord with your boys, and that's cool if you want to play video games. But if you want to do some real shit and you want to have a podcast, like I think this is the bare minimum, if anything.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like some of this shit ain't enough. There are certain things that me and Z want to do that we want to make this better. And like we could, this is the bare minimum in our opinion. Like there's so much things that we need to change and upgrade because we think y'all deserve that. We think we deserve that, and the podcast in itself deserves that. So we take that very seriously. But damn, I got serious as hell there for a second.
Yeah, you got.
I got to come down a little bit. But
there was no smile, nothing. You're sitting like this.
I ain't gonna lie. I was over the mic and everything, bro. That's
real right
shit.
there. That's real passion.
This is my baby, bro, and this thing means the world to me. And especially after hearing hearing some people you speak poorly on it and telling me they don't believe in me, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Like, at the end of the day, like when we went dark for a little bit there because we just kept having cancellations, it didn't sit right with me that we wasn't recording ourselves even, because I was just like, bro, like first of all,
it gets at
the
you, bro.
people that support us, no matter who's sitting in the third chair, deserve to get content at the end of the day. And I hate that we're not giving them that right now. And the other thing was, at the same time, like, I don't want motherfuckers to think I did this shit on a whim, that this was a fluke, that we just did this for a couple weeks, for a month or two, and we gave up on it.
I could retweet
because
that
I'm never facts. I'm not, because that's not what it is. I didn't do this shit on a whim. I believe in this shit. This is my shit. I believe in it, and I'm gonna push this shit, and I'm gonna really make this happen. And I'm not gonna let anybody make the assumption that I'm gonna give up on it. And I told Z, this doesn't sit with me right, that we're going dark right now. I don't like this. Like, I like, it doesn't sit well with me, because I don't want motherfuckers to get the illusion that I'm not here. Because I'm here, bro.
You're here.
I'm here. I'm here. Like, I'm still working on this shit every day. Like, and I want motherfuckers to know that. So that was something that was big for me, that bugged me when we went dark. Like, because I don't ever want to give anyone the illusion that I'm letting my foot off the gas, because I'm not.
No, sir.
It's there, bro. And I'm sure you feel the same way.
100%.
Like right now, with like
you're basically just saying what I'm thinking.
Yeah, working on the collection, because I mean, we relate so well, just because although it's a clothing brand, it's a podcast, it's the same thing, bro.
It's the same dynamic.
It's the same dynamic.
Still
the blueprint is the same, bro. The details and the furniture might be different, but the building's the same.
Here we go with that quote. Here we go with that quote, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. The way I got this shit stashed in my brain, bro.
That is top. That is basically just stated it perfectly. I mean, most of what you're saying is could be 100%. I mean, you just gotta make people believe it at that point. Like people always clown, fake it till you make it. But
not gonna let them.
At the end of the day, if you make it, what does it matter? Like, as long as you stand on your morals and stand on business.
I want motherfuckers to talk about me and Z like, yeah, I knew them in high school. When y'all see us on Instagram, millions of followers, big boys, rolling. I want them to say that, bro. I want people to say that shit. I want them to have to choke that down, pause, and say, I knew those guys in high school. I want that so badly. I want motherfuckers to clown me and Z's yearbook pictures on Instagram. I want them
that type of clout.
Yeah, bro. I want that.
Like, this is the dude from that one podcast.
Yeah. Like I want, like, bro, Babytron's real name got leaked. Yeah, his real name. It's like, bro, it's like someone said, it's a founding father name.
It's a long. Yeah, it's like a weird. I think it's like a fifth or a fourth.
Yeah, I want like dead ass. Maybe? Literally, bro. It literally is it's like honestly, it's close to Thomas Jefferson the third or some shit.
That. It's something weird.
Literally is a founding father name. It's hilarious. It's
hilarious. But you never expect that.
Bro. Exactly. But so like, I want me and Z to be in a position where motherfuckers are doing shit like that.
You from like old Snapchats. Yeah.
Literally, bro. Like there are videos of NLE Choppa from middle school, like shit. Like I want those to be out there. Us,
you know
what I'm saying? I want us to be that big, bro. I want us to create that kind of traction, and like it's gonna take work. It's gonna take consistency,
100%,
and we got both of that. We got all of that. You know, the guy that likes walking more than the guy that likes the destination is gonna walk farther.
Here we go.
You feel me? I mean, that's a basic one, bro. I think a lot of people know that one. I think I butchered it a little bit too, but that's cool. I've said it so many times.
You got the message across.
Yeah, I got that's all that matters is you got the message across. You feel me? All right, we put it out there. You know?
I mean, I feel that though. That's 100%. Like, I feel like for me, like the traction part, I just kind of want to show people that you can do it. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like, kind of.
I want to show them it's possible, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of big for me, and like I understand like where you're coming from with like, oh, I want to get to the point where like people have to say, oh, I knew him, and that's honestly cool. Like I respect that. Like, that's something that's really that's cool. But for me, it's just like kind of just like I just want people to realize like, wow, like I knew that kid when like we were the same. Like we went to the same school,
exactly.
like same background. Like, you know, he was nothing different than me, but he just put that work in, and here he is
real,
right
bro.
now. You know what I mean? And
real.
I'm sitting over here. I didn't chase my dreams. I was too scared.
That's
so hopefully
real,
they
bro.
find a way to actually chase those dreams.
Yeah, the reason that I kind of I am prone to kind of want to like put it in people's faces a little bit. It's just because like that's been my life with everything I've done. Just like from jump, like just doing what I was doing, trying to pursue something bigger than myself. I've always tried to. Now I ain't always do it in the best ways, and I ain't always try to pursue the best thing, but that was always the goal. Yeah. So like I've always dealt with the same thing. The people that say that it's not gonna work, he's doing it for nothing, this, that, the third. People that keep an eye on what I'm doing, but they don't show any love. So like I'm like it's big for me. It's always been instilled in me that like, listen, I gotta give them a show. They watching, I gotta give them a show. Facts. At the end of the day, and that's real shit to me. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if y'all got it, but I got Snapchat Premium. That shit mad cheap. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you make fun of me for having Snapchat Premium.
I'm not a big
bro.
I'm
it's
not
like
spending money on free ads.
Like bro, it's like $5 a month. I paid hella shit up front, and I can see.
You can pay for mine if you want, but
I can see people, bro. I can see the motherfuckers that view my shit that don't have me added, bro.
Oh wow.
Sometimes there are sometimes, not all the times. Sometimes there are more people that view my story that do not have me added than people that do. Real
how
like
does that even work? Like so there's a story.
So like if you can below. So like if you go on there now, like you can see like people like with their quick ad up, but you can see their stories. Like so like I got that shit out right now. Like you see like it's got the ad shit. Like these are people from Quick Ad. So people will see this.
I peep that, bro.
Click on my shit, not add me, but just keep tabs on what I'm doing.
That's weird.
And sometimes it'll literally be more people than people that have me added. So
weird.
like
I didn't even know that personally. That's kind of odd. That's like a weird.
Yeah, I mean, so like, listen, if you peeping, I know you peeping. Like, you know what? I'm gonna short clip this shit. If you're peeping my shit, I can see that you're peeping my shit. Add me.
Don't try to hide.
Don't try to fucking hide. You ain't, bro. You not slick. I can see you, Goofy. I see you. Stop trying to play with me, bro. Like, bro, I see you there.
That
Dicky
Snapchat
and
Premium
Glazing.
got you behind
That
enemy
Snapchat
lines.
Premium, and if you half swipe my shit, I see that too,
I can't
bro.
cap. I'm a big half swiper, bro.
I do too. Like, I need to brainstorm my response.
I gotta low key like.
I need to brainstorm my response.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna. Don't half swipe my shit, and then just don't answer it, right? Unless it's like something that doesn't need answered, right?
Or
like, so me and you were having a conversation, like
it's like thank you or something.
Yeah, like I'm big on what's understood doesn't need to be said.
Yeah.
So if I tell him, like, and I know a lot of people that aren't like this, but I say, yo, Nick, I'm on the way. I don't like, and he says, okay, word. I'm not gonna respond and say anything else because he knows I'm on the way.
And I
know I'm on the way.
I acknowledge that you know that I know.
And in the reverse, he wouldn't respond to me either, right?
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing. So like, I understand if you half swipe some shit and you don't respond because of that, but like, if I'm trying to have a conversation with you in any way, shape, or form that's actually important or like an actual conversation, and you half swipe my shit, I see you and you don't hit me back, bruh, like for like an hour or two or some shit, nah, you're cooked. You're cooked. I see you, bro. I see you lurking right now. And if you're on my story, I'm gonna short clip this shit. I'm gonna put it up. I see you.
This is a public service announcement.
Guys, this is a PSA. I'm letting you know right now if you stalk my shit. I see you. I see you. I fucking see you. You're
Don't
not
be slick.
bro.
He's slick. He's got you.
I promise you, I see your ass. 4K. You feel me? The new iPhone 15, the screen clear as a motherfucker.
How is that? Like, is that like?
I just got it for a few. I will say, like,
you had it for a few hours,
I'm a sucker for like the very subtle differences. Like, so like this is like where the front camera is like a screen now. So like if I'm listening to music, the album cover image is right
My
there.
boy has that. I did
and like
peep
you
that.
can see
And
like
you saw
little
in the car
vocals like right there. Like that's such a small thing, but that's so dope as fuck to me.
And I saw that, like, when you, like we were in the whip coming here in the directions, like, it had the left
arrow.
Yeah,
like, I can see the arrow for the
that's
GPS
sick, because you're
on
like,
the top
Troy's like, yo, like, where am I going? I'm on his phone reading a text.
I literally
and I'm like, where?
And I was like, just look at the arrow.
And I'm like, where? And I just look up on the screen, there's the arrow. I have an old iPhone, so, like, I have an iPhone 11 Pro or whatever.
Dude, I've never had the newest phone in my life. This is the first time I've ever done it, bro. Like, because, like, to me, like, that shit has been corny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, thinking, like, having a phone makes you better than somebody else, like, things, whatever. Like, that shit is corny to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I used to care about that shit, but not, like, bro.
That's just, like, some kid shit. That's, like, some, like,
it's so corny to me. Like, I've never been the guy that's like, oh, I'm gonna get the newest iPhone. I'm not doing that shit, bro. Like, before this, I had a 13. And when I got the 13, the 14 was out, bro. Like,
that boy Troy got some money, man.
Bro. The only reason, bro, you know how much money I saved? But that's the thing. Like, the only reason I got this, bro, I spent like $80 on this.
Oh, because, like,
I traded my shit in and got.
Dude, that is method. I can't lie. That is
$80. That's the only reason. My dad calls me. He's like, yo, like, your sister just got her shit for free, basically. Like, if you want to come check and see if you can get something, like,
bro, matter of fact, bro, after this, I'm texting my mom because I got the iPhone 11 Pro. I need some news.
Dude, I had an 11. I got like $600 trade-in value for my 11, and I got a 13. Like, I was gonna, like, this is how much I don't give a fuck about phone shit. I was just gonna get the mini. Yeah, I was literally gonna get the 13 mini because I asked them straight up. I was like, "Is there any difference between the 13 and the 13 mini?" He said, "No, it's literally just size, bro. It's the only difference." I said, "All right, I'm gonna get that 13 mini." And then they said, "Yeah, we can give you, like, bro, it was an outrageous amount of money, like $600-700." And I was like, "For this fucking 11?" So I was like, "Okay, I'll just get the 13 at that point, because it's like $100 difference. I think I don't mind shedding out the extra $100 at that point because I'm getting 7 for this."
Yeah,
bro, I got like over $800 for my 13, which is insane. That phone's worth like $200. Yeah, you buy that phone for like $200, and I got like 800 in credit. So, like, that's the only reason I got this. It was like $80, bro.
That's method right there.
Like, that's the only reason. I'm not.
I just wait for them Verizon text to hit me like, "Hey, you do this." And I used to send to my mom like, "Yo, gotta get the new phone." Like,
dude, if you literally just go there and ask if there's any, because right now, like, the dude told me, like, right now is the best time to get an iPhone.
You said you're at T-Mobile though, right?
Yeah, I'm at T-Mobile. It's probably the same, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is really copy and paste everywhere.
Oh yeah, no cap. Yeah,
like, if T-Mobile got deals, Verizon got deals too, bro. Everybody definitely has a deal. But he said, like, in the middle of the year before they drop one is the best time to get one because the hype has died and now they're just trying to get stock out of there, get it gone as fast as they can. So, no cap, bro. When you leave, go check some shit out. Tomorrow,
when I get out.
Yeah. Go. Sorry. We got a Verizon in Meadville, bro. Go tap in, see about getting yourself a new phone because you could probably get some good trade-in value for that shit.
Bro. It's to the point where I don't know if y'all know, like, bro, the iPhones, like, over the years, like, I got this freshman year. I'm a freshman in college, about to finish my freshman year. I got this, like, the January of 2020. Right. Like, the Apple battery starts dying over time.
Oh yeah. That's another reason I got this one because I started to notice it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you can go into your settings. My sister showed me this last week.
Check the
and you can show how much your battery actually is. Yeah, like, just because that says it's 100, it's not
actually 100.
Like,
yeah, it's like
my
80.
13 was like 81% or something.
My shit's probably fried. My shit's probably like 60.
My shit started, like, bro, for whatever reason, my shit started to get slow. Like, I started to notice it. I was like, damn, my shit's actually getting slow. So when he called me, he's like, "Are you having any problems?" I'm like, "Low-key, I am." Like, I'm not gonna lie, low-key, I am. So they said, "Bro, like $80, $81." I was like, "Fucking,
that's smooth. Like,
give me that, bro." Literally. On top of that, my phone for my 13 fits on my 15.
Oh, for real?
Like, yes.
Oh,
bro.
I just remember that used to be a huge deal. Like, they had the new cameras and stuff.
Yeah,
like, I remember, like, iPhone 7. You had to get a whole new case.
Yes, bro. And, like, dude, what's crazy is, bro, screen protectors. That shit is real, bro. I can tell you right now, my screen protector was fucked. Like, I was honestly, like, so the one of the terms of trading it in is your screen can't be cracked. So I'm not gonna lie, like, my screen protector was so fucked up. I was like, bro, there's like probably an 80% chance that my shit's actually cracked. Like, I honestly thought I was fucked. They peeled that shit off.
It's just
smooth. No cracks, bro. Nothing. I was in shock. Wicked. I dead ass could not believe it.
Because it makes it look really like it's like been through the ringer. Like,
yeah, I was like, damn, bro, that shit been through it.
Fine.
I ain't gonna lie. He said, my shit fine, boy. My shit's fine. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was actually nervous. I was like, damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie. My shit like, because they said they need to inspect my phone before they can give an appraisal. And I was like, fuck, like, my shit might be cooked, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I might really be screwed. And he peeled it off. I could not believe that shit was clean. So, like, if you think screen protectors are a scam, they're not, bro. I can now personally vouch, like, my screen protector was fucked. Like, I'm talking glass peeled off. Like,
oh, that's where it's scary because like it's not even like on.
You couldn't even like see through that part of the screen because it was just glass. Like, it was just like glass.
Like it was like kind of shattered.
Yeah, kind of shattered.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure the screen it had some cracks, and they peeled that shit off, and it was clean. I was like. Oof. I was looking, I had to double check that bitch a few times. I was like, bro, there's no fucking way. He was like, yeah, bro, they do their job. So if you don't have a screen protector, get a fucking screen protector. Lock in, guys, because you're going to want that shit, bro.
For sure, man.
Not going to lie, dude. You're going to want that shit, man.
I think we went way off track. Where were we at?
Dude, that's the beautiful thing about a podcast.
We went, we were talking about the clothing.
Think about where we started. Eclipse, Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
That's
Devin Haney, and I'm sure we missed one in between that, bro. At one point, we were talking about birth control and traditional relationships.
I think that was the first thing we. I think we went.
That was like might have been the third things. No, we went straight into K-Dot, I believe, and then we might have went there.
Might have.
Like,
I don't
real
know.
Shit, bro. That's the thing, bro. Like, that's a beautiful thing about podcasting. That should just flow.
You can just throw this shit on, and it's not gonna get boring.
No, it's not. It's not, bro.
New thing
especially with my boy Nicky V in the building.
No, I try, man.
You know he's gonna hold it down.
Hold it down. I try,
bruh. I gotta get, dude. Bro, one of these days, bro, I gotta get a nickname. I want a nickname, bro.
You know what's funny, bro? I was thinking that because like no one really calls me Nicky V.
No.
That's funny,
bro. I love
like
giving my guys nicknames. Bro.
I'm big on that too. Like
all
my boys
of them,
can vouch.
Bro. Like everybody has a nickname for me. Like Z, I just call him Z straight up because like his name's Zion. It's hard to like do some shit out of that. Like a lot of my guys, I just like shout out my boy Griffin. I call him Niff. Yeah. All right, Samante, Tay, Dante, Tay, which can get confusing, but like we're all it's random that we're all together, so it doesn't like really cross exchange. But motherfuckers like, call him Don too, or like if your name's Mari, I'm calling you Mari. I got a couple of friends that are named Amari, and like, bruh, like I just like to have fun with it, bro. So like Nicky V, bruh, that's the bruh. I love it. Like I love.
Folks really call me by my last name for real.
Bro.
Like, they really don't be calling me by my first name like that because it's such a basic name.
My mom calls me Troy Michael, and like her friends call me Troy Michael.
T Mike.
But like, bruh, hell nah, bruh. Like
Flint Steel.
Bro, that shit's hard, bro.
Nah, that shit was cat. I saw it must have cat. That shit was hard.
My Instagram handle when I first made my Instagram account, I remade it. It was Troy Flint and Steel. But
when did you make that?
Bro, that was like a year ago or some shit.
I thought you said young boy.
I made it my shit got hacked, so I had to make another one. So I made another one, and the handle for like a day was Troy Flint and Steel, but I changed it because I was like, bro, having a self.
I feel like if you were in bro, like the 1930s and had your own like steel mill in the Pittsburgh, like that'd be the hardest shit ever.
Having a self-proclaimed nickname is corny. So
no, I can't. Like, I mean, mind you, VSantana kind of is, but it was more just for the brand.
Like, name.
I don't really call myself that. Like,
yeah.
People call me it, but I don't like go by that.
Yeah, exactly.
It was more just like an identity of like what. Yeah, I think I touched on it in the first episode.
Exactly.
Big in depth about
that's what I'm saying, bro. So that's why I wasn't like I changed it just to Troy M Flint because I was whatever. I think it's Troy Michael F actually. Never mind, my bad. Just my middle name in there. But like, I was just like self-proclaimed nicknames. Even though this shit is hard, bro. I can't do self-proclaimed.
I feel like sometimes it matches. I feel like it's with the confidence, like you know what I mean. Like,
for sure, bro.
Not saying you're confident, but like
I hope I get big enough in powerlifting that somebody sees the vision in that and they start calling me that.
Do you ever just low key like I wouldn't say envy, but low key someone get like I work on my football team. Like there's so many folks like you gotta have nicknames for people. Like there's a couple nicks.
My coach has one, bro. Cold.
What is it,
bro? It's dude. I can't remember how it actually goes because bro. It's so hard, bro. Oh no, I do remember it, bro. They so like when you load weight, it's called like loading weight, right? And his name is Mags, so like a mag.
I did see the loaded Mags. His
shit used to be Surge loaded Mags, bro. Which is
tough
his shit is dumb tough, bro. And his best friend Mo. They both own Load the Kilos. Shout out Mo. This shit is hard, bro. His shit is, they call him Mo Kilos, like more kilos. Both of them have tough ass.
Bro,
yes,
I always think of that. That shit is
tough.
hard. Like,
so that's why their shit's called Load the Kilos. So like Mags loaded and then Mo kilos. Yeah, and that shit is, I'm a Mo kilo.
That is tough.
I'm a Load the Kilo athlete. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boys. You know, 6 weeks out. All right, but yeah, that shit is tough, bro. We getting there, my man. We getting there, buddy.
My boy about to compete.
We getting there, buddy. We ain't gonna compete. We gonna dominate.
Mo kilos.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how it works. The competition will be in Ohio. I don't know if my numbers count as Pennsylvania because I'm a Pennsylvania native, or if I'm doing the competition in Ohio. I don't know how that works, honestly. Okay. So I don't know which state records they will be. I'm telling you right now, if they are Ohio records, if they're Ohio records, you're cooked. I'm coming back with 3 fucking records. I'm not playing with y'all.
Stamp it, bro.
Now, like, I'm
Clip
like,
or
if it's PA, I can get like, I might be able to get 2.
Like, if it's in Ohio, it's got to be their records.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. But if it's in PA, I'm only walking out of there with 2. I ain't gonna lie. Which is still tough. Like, especially considering Philly is one of the biggest powerlifting cities. Like, that's definitely tough. But if it's Ohio, I'm not gonna lie, you're cooked. Come get your get back, cause I'm coming. And I'm gonna fuck your shit up. I ain't gonna lie.
Stamp it.
Y'all suck, bro.
Stamp it.
I'm coming through, and the fucking bruh. Either get on the train or get the fuck off the tracks. Because, dog, it's raps. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking my shit a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie.
You better back it up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's how, like,
I got faith in you.
I saw the records and I was like, ooh, barbecue chicken. Stop playing with me. Like, I saw that shit and I was like,
who
bro,
saying that, bro?
I've already, Shaq started that shit, I think. I was cracked, bro. Tavion, shout out Tavion. Tavion be cracking me up.
They be saying fun, because we be hooping with them, and they be saying some stuff.
He say barbecue chicken, like he was like cooking people, right? And then Z, you know, he friends with him, so I was like, damn, Z, you gonna let him call you barbecue chicken like that? And T go, nah, he not barbecue, he like Cajun. Like, bro, T's just
like so subtle
bro.
with that shit.
He's so like creative. I love T. T funny as a motherfucker, bro. Like,
I mean, that episode's dropping.
T,
what?
Bro. That shit, when y'all see this, it'll already be out for a minute. But technically it's dropping tomorrow at 11 a.m.,
It's gonna
bro.
be,
Like, so shout out T, because he's funny as hell, bro. He said, nah, he
not
barbecue.
They be saying like calling folks like a bag of chips, like because they're like
literally,
because they're like 99 cents. Like, you a bag of chips, bro. You ain't shit.
They be saying some funny shit, bro. I spend so much time around hoopers, so
it's mostly hoop shit. Because I'm like, bro, you can't guard me. You a bag of chips, like trash.
I
was sitting there.
You a cone, bro.
Yeah, like some weird stuff.
Bunch of cones, bro. I be cracking.
No, they just be dropping shit like off the fly. I wish I was as creative as them. I hope to believe I'm creative, but they be just off the dome.
I wish powerlifting had that kind of animosity, bro. It doesn't.
Like what? Like what kind of like
some
swagger
trash
kinda?
talking, bro. Like a little bit. Like, so there is some, like, but most of it happens over social media. Like, because like there's so much mutual respect between powerlifters on the platform that like, nobody's talking shit. Yeah, nobody's talking shit out of me. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like,
I want to do
that bar and that weight. It ain't really you versus other people, for
bro.
real.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's you and that weight. It's you and yourself, really.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's so hard because like I'll say in strongman it's probably a little. In strongman it's definitely easier because there are events where you go head to head with people. You're doing shit simultaneously.
Like, if you had to squat in front of your
matchup,
then that'd be cool. But
shout out Eddie Hall, bro. Eddie Hall has one, bro. It's a sandbag race, bro. Yeah, it's a sandbag race.
Pause.
And the way it is, bro, it's a long strip. One guy's competing on that side and one guy's competing on the other, and there's like a just like, I don't even know what to call it, but there was like just an area where you threw the sandbag into, like, and Eddie's running down with the sandbag. This was his younger age. I loved young Eddie Hall, bro. He throws that shit in there, turns around, throws the finger at him, like, bro, Eddie was him, bro. Eddie was talking shit and everything. He was the only one that was doing it, bro. I loved it, bro. Eddie Hall was him, bro, in like 2017, 2016. Bro, nobody had a more dominant run than him in strongman when in 2016 to 2017.
I'm not even big into that, and I know who Eddie Hall is.
Bro, he's him. It's like him, Brian Shaw, and like Hafthor Bjornsson are like the three that like most people know.
The big three?
Yeah, because like low key, just because Hafthor was in Game of Thrones even, and that's where he got his nickname, because he's the Mountain.
Yeah, I do.
That's a tough nickname.
And then his big nickname is the Mountain.
Yeah, Brian Shaw's just big because that's the GOAT. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Tom Brady right there, bro. What you gonna do? But Eddie's big because Eddie had the world record deadlift. Eddie's best friends with Brian, so like exposure that Brian gets, Eddie got a lot of. So like it kind of just went hand in hand. And now he does a lot of shit on social media now. I enjoy Eddie. He's cool to watch, bro.
I mean, like I said, I know about him, and I'm not even huge in the strongman. Like I know Eddie,
bro. He really flipped him off, bro. That shit was so cool, bro.
Just like that, bro.
I saw that. I hadn't even seen that before, and then I saw it in a video. I was like, that's crazy.
That's tough.
But I would love to get like some trash talking out of powerlifting me. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it'd be cool if y'all competed in front of each other. Like
I've done it before. The problem is like, man, honestly, I don't even know what you could say the problem is in powerlifting. Like, I think it's definitely doable, and it's definitely something that we should look at doing. But like,
have the racks
because I've done it.
Yeah,
bro. I've done it.
Eyes,
nah. You don't want to look at them, bro. Like side by side, maybe. But
I mean, like after you
that's gonna screw you. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna screw you.
No, because I know what you mean. But you like after you just did that, you just stare right in their eye. Like,
yeah, because like when when you're squatting or when you're doing anything, you want to be looking forward the whole time. Like if something gets in your vision, something messes you up, you look away for a second. Anything, you're fucked. You're cooked. It's over. You're gonna miss groove because your body goes where your eyes look. So like even though that you're standing somewhere, your body's gonna shift even a little bit, and you're cooked.
So you don't condone like looking up. Like,
no. Well, no. You need to be like if what you have to do is look up a little bit. Now you shouldn't be like
honey,
but like. You need to be locked in straight ahead of you, or like maybe like up a little bit.
Okay, tight.
But you definitely should be looking down or like straight up.
Yeah, I look a little up. Like I try to find something in the wall and just stare at it.
That's a great thing to do. Like a lot of people say, like find an item, find like a window or literally anything on the floor, like far away from you at least that you can stare at and look at. So like. Yeah, it would be cool. I would love to get some of that swagger in there. Like, shout out Russell Orhe. He does a great job of bringing that swagger into powerlifting. Like, he does like meet day, like fits, cool. Like weigh-in day fits, bro. Like he wears some crazy cool shit. Dead ass, bro. He wore like this cool like African attire. Like I don't know what to call it, but it's like it was like a cultural like some cultural attire, and that was cool. But I ain't gonna lie, his best fit, bro. He wore like a suit and some shit, and he had a big ass fur coat on, like over like kind of like a cape in a way.
Some Deadness Rod,
bro. I'm telling you, it was cold as hell. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out Weez. We talked about this on his episode. He's got one. He did a meet in Korea with Russ, and he had all black Da Vinci fit on. It was it was some crazy cool. He had these crazy shades on, like I'm talking, bro, all black, and he had the black mask on too. Like shout out to his photographer. He's in the middle of like these Korean city streets.
What kind of mask was it?
Cold, bro. It was just like this was in the middle of COVID, so it was just like a regular all black mask, bro.
They made like a samurai mask.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, that shit was cold as fuck, bro. So shout out to them, really bringing a new approach to it. Yeah, and shout out to Weez and his new brand, bro. Like. He's creating a brand called Worker. We talked about that briefly. I mean, if y'all aren't tapped in with him, please tap in with him. He's doing like I love what he's doing. He dropped a little teaser drop called Not Worker with just like one or two shirts. I did cop one. Shout out Birdie. Get that shit to me as soon as you can. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like he loves that. I love his like it's like a dark euphoric like
kind of like know Kill Crew.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
darker than that though. Like it's
even
not
darker,
really loud in your face, bro. Like the shit he did, bro. It's the one he's dropping right now is like you know how like a lot of people have been using the heart and the rose emoji a lot recently together. Yeah. It's some shit like that, but it's not like the emoji, but it's like a realistic
aura,
drawing.
like,
yeah. Like I love what he's doing, bro. Like darker, like this darker stuff, bro. Like.
I always think like I don't know if it'd be corny, but like then when Batman first came out and like that, like that type of aura.
That's
like,
really kind of the aura that it has, bro. He's
like,
created like his own color scheme for his YouTube videos and shit.
Sweet.
Dead ass, bro.
That's something
that's
it's really
like he literally has his own aura, like
which is
like
sick,
like you know
identity.
how they got like Hope Core, this core, that core, like that social media accounts.
Shout out Amari,
shout out Amari,
Jackson.
Amari Jackson. Yeah, that's my boy. Shout out his brand.
He's going Hoop Core.
Hopecore. No, it's
Hopecore.
Yeah,
Hopecore.
shout out Brady.
Hopecore. That's that shit right there.
But like they call his shit like Wheezecore just because.
That's sick.
They literally call it like
sick.
Wheezecore because he's got like his own like little like LUT that his photographer puts over his pictures and videos.
Oh, that's hard. That's an identity, bro. That's how you get big. That's really how you get big is having your own identity, own swag. Like
Wheeze is his own man. Like he's definitely like he's a very interesting individual. That he is his own man to a T,
you
bro.
gotta put loaded mags on the T though.
Loaded mags on. They have a LTK comp shirt, and it says "load the kilos around your neck" on the back, and it's got LTK right here. Because when you wear a singlet, those are the only things you can see is like right here, and then your sleeves. So that's where like they put the design.
Oh, so like you can see it with the sing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says LTK right here, and then load the kilos on the back.
Bro, that's sick.
He needs to hook me up. I need a.
You need one of them?
No, I have one, but I need a different color because I'm not wearing. The only color they sell to the public is black and white. But I need black and pink for my singlet color to match.
Ooh,
he's gonna hook me up though, cause that's my man's, bro. Shout out Serge, that's my man's. He says he's gonna hook me up. Nah, that's not Weeze, that's Mags, that's Serge, bro. That's Serge's brand. Not Weeze's brand is called Worker.
Worker. That's what you just tapped in with.
Yeah, that's
he just dropped 2 shirts. He
just dropped like 2 shirts, bro, and I tapped in with it. Bought me a shirt.
I mean, everybody's got a brand nowadays.
No cap though, real shit. A lot of people do like either that or they're athletes of a brand or ambassador.
Ambassadors,
there we go. Ambassadors of a brand. Yeah.
I mean, that's something I want to touch on real quick. Is just that
I would love to see that from you, Brady.
Yeah, it's just kind of just like people always ask me about competition. Like I love it, bro. Honestly, I'm not big on like the.
If you made me a VSantana comp tee, bro, I'd wear that shit.
I mean, we can get some shit done.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would wear that shit.
There's something in the works right now. I don't want to speak on it right now.
We ain't gonna speak on that too much.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
What was I gonna say? Yeah, but like people always ask me about the competition. Like, what do you do? Like oh, is this like are you gonna try to like match them? Like kind of like. I mean, you can look at the K-Dot situation. Bro. Like they're gonna beef each other. I just kind of look at it as like, bro, it's awesome, bro. Like I love people like doing their own thing, like finding their own avenue of.
I'm shocked we haven't had any. Normally when someone does something like
that's
this,
what I'm saying. And I'm not
like somebody else tries to replicate it. Like I'm sure you saw that when you dropped your brand. Like somebody, like we ain't gonna put names out there, obviously.
I'm not gonna throw any names, but
somebody might have tried to replicate that shit.
I mean, I wouldn't say replicate, but I would definitely say got inspiration. Like I've had a couple kids hit me up, even back from my own high school. A couple,
like no hate, but like you can definitely tell.
No, and they were inspired by me, and they asked me like straight up, they're like, "Yo, I really appreciate you." Like, I mean, I appreciate like. Not appreciate like I'm really inspired by what you do. Like can you give me some tips and pointers, and I'm always first to do that. Like I'm always like,
bro.
No, it's just cool to see that. Like I love like obviously it's kind of competition, kinda. I mean, I guess. But like I look at it in a fun way. It's kind of like let's see who can do it the most. Like who can make the most sales. Like who can make the most better products. So
I mean,
sick though.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. Like to me, like bro, I'm very competitive. But like at the end of the day, with something like this, like I don't think I can view it that way. Just because like at the end of the day,
because you can do
people
so
are gonna
much
rock
with
what they rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only so much that I can do. Like if you don't like me, if you don't like Z, if you don't like Nick, you're not gonna like the pod.
Simple as that.
You know what I'm saying? So like
if you don't match,
if
like
you don't, So either you like us or you don't. And if you do, you're gonna tap in. If you don't, you don't. So like it's hard. I can't compete with another podcast and force people to like me.
Especially they
you know
do
what I'm saying? So,
completely different things.
Exactly. So
that goes into like the MJ and LeBron debate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like
times, different eras, different.
Exactly. So like for you, you can compete. You can be like, all right, I'm gonna get better quality. I'm gonna get better designs.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. Right. So like and so you can pull them strings.
100%.
But like at the end of the day with the podcast, either y'all rock with us or you don't. And like I can't force nobody to like me.
Can't.
And he can't force nobody to like his clothing. I mean he can try his very best with
really
designs
and
materials. He can try his very best. But at the end of the day,
photo shoot, but if you don't like it,
but if you don't like it, you don't like it. And that's crazy, bro. I opened my phone, the lock saver. Me and Z got the VSantana on the green Joan.
Shout out, man. I always said it a lot, but shout out Z, man.
Bro.
I miss Z.
Shout out Z.
I'm usually in the middle.
He's pursuing something very important, guys, and it was very last minute.
It was.
Like I'm talking, like just to give y'all a rundown. I pull into Nick's area to pick him up, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call Z because I'm gonna pick him up on our way back.
Scoop him on
call
the way.
Z. I'm like, hey, yo, Brady, I'm picking up Z. I'm picking up Nick. I'm gonna slide your way. I'm gonna be about 12 minutes out. He said, "Oh, you didn't get my text." Now, like I said, guys, I just got this
new
phone. So
yeah.
like, shit's transferring, right? He sent me a text and said, yo, I have a meeting with blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be able to make the pod. Y'all going to have to do it by yourselves.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, it was very last minute, and it's very important that he takes advantage of things like that.
Exactly.
And I know he would do the same thing for me.
And no one's going to hold him back from doing that.
And same thing for Nick. Like, I know he would hold it down if we need to do something like that.
Exactly, and that's what I'm here to do.
Because he has. Like, realistically, like, when that shit with Surge happened, shout out Surge for this, like, I called him out of because we were trying to think of guests, and I called him out of nowhere. Christmas Eve, I think. Or like the night of Christmas.
It might have been, somewhere in there.
Now,
I remember it was near a holiday.
Yeah, Surge lives in Jersey. Well, like, born in Jersey, raised in Jersey. That's like, that's home. He out in Houston now, living it up. But he was back home, obviously, for the holidays. I called Surge. I said, yo, if I ride out to Philly, bring the equipment, can you get us a spot? Or, like, do you have any connections with, like, blah, 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 to, like, get us a little studio spot and do an episode of the pod? He was like, bro, hell yeah, I'd do that shit. Keep in mind, this is Christmas night, bro. I'm talking about me and Z was driving out the next day to do this, bro. This is 1 day's notice. I booked a B&B that night, got there, and I told Z, he was like, all right, let's do it. And so, like, Z has done that for us. We're doing it for him. Like, at the end of the day, that's just brotherhood, and we all understand, like, hey, this we gotta
the train ain't gonna stop.
Both ways, bro. The train's not gonna stop.
And we're just doing this obviously to get the best content out for you guys.
Absolutely,
appreciate
bro.
all the
and
love.
Nick's gonna be here more, guys. All right,
for sure,
like
temp.
This is a little. He's gonna stick around.
A little teaser, a
little teaser.
Testing the waters,
Yes, yeah. Like we've had, like I said, it's been hard to get a third seat filled
100%.
with people backing out on us as much as like
but
guys.
Cool.
I tell you, like. The amount of people that have backed out, it's crazy, right?
To the point where these boys had to lock in, they had to get federal.
We had to get contracts. We had to put pen to paper. I had to have a meeting and everything and a sit down. And shout out my boy. We'll drop the name and everything when it happens.
Soon,
but bro, he
bro.
did his thing, bro. When I tell you he did his thing, he came with everything that we needed. He did a fantastic job, bro. And he's going to be a great partner for us, and that's going to be great. But, like, so for Nick to step in and fill this role when we needed him to and where we needed help for him to stand up and do that is amazing. We really appreciate that.
I
know Z appreciates that. I appreciate that. So y'all are going to be seeing some more of him. Hopefully we can get some traction. We can get some of these guests. We can get some of these groups. Like, we've been trying to get bigger episodes. I'm telling y'all.
Like couch, couch.
Yes,
lounge.
I'm telling like that when you see us on the couch, we've been trying to do that. Yeah, because we can't fit like 4 people here.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get episodes with we've been trying to expand the female audience, everything. I'm telling y'all, we're trying. We're trying. It's in the works. We're working on it. It's gonna happen eventually.
It will.
We're working on it. But that's about going to wrap us up for the episode 15.
Yes, sir, man. 15, which is crazy.
With Nicky V, man. That's crazy. 10 episodes later, he returns, bro.
I came back, man.
10 episodes.
Came back, and I'm a little co-host right now, man.
A little co-host, bro.
Step my game up.
And you know what? Next episode, hopefully, pray, Z gonna be here and Nick will be here unless, like, we finally get some shit locked in with something new. This is what y'all are gonna see for a little bit.
Yes,
so.
Sir, just trust the process.
Trust the process.
Troy's been working really hard. He's been working really hard. I'm happy to come in.
Bro.
Like I said this in the beginning, but I'm very happy to come on, help you guys out. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this I enjoy this as well, and I'm really excited. I trust this whole podcast, man. I trust it. Like, you guys trust my brand. Y'all supported me.
Hell yeah.
I'm just here showing love and giving content for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
We gonna be next time he drops some shit. Hopefully we can bring you on here to announce it or something.
That'll be soon. We didn't really get to touch that, but it's kind of getting the end. Collection 3 is coming soon. Summer drop, shorts, tees.
Hell yeah, bro.
Be ready, man.
If we can swing that, we'd love to have you announce it on here.
Or
if we can help you in any way to push that, we will, my boy. Because you will do the same for us. But y'all, that wraps up.
That wraps it up, man.
Episode 15. Who asked, bro? Who the fuck asked?
Asked.
Right. Y'all stay safe out there. And like we said earlier, stay strapped.
Stay strapped.